Okay, we'll see if this works. Okay. Waiting. Okay. Says we are live. Let me move this over. Sorry, my laptop is off my side here, so I ran out of space. So, there. I gotta check something. Still having that little problem where YouTube won't help me, neither will my streaming software company. So I have to make sure I actually have sound, because sometimes it doesn't. So yay for me. Still trying to connect. My laptop is really having some issues. But I'm having a lot of issues with this stuff lately. Crazy as hell. Normally I don't. Wow, normally everything works around here pretty smooth until I try to touch YouTube. It's still searching. Alright, well, I'm going to assume I am. I mean, holy heck, I don't know what's wrong with my laptop. So we are just going to get on here. Yes, I know people are watching and going, anybody watches this later and going, what the heck's wrong with this dude? He don't know what he's doing. And you're probably right. Yeah, my laptop is really still going. This is live. Hey, look at that. So my laptop is screwed. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah. It just won't connect to it. Okay, so here to talk about a little bit of new. Well, you're gonna think it's kind of nonsensical, but it isn't. You've got, there it is. I don't need that. Good grief. This is what happens. You stay up too late, guys. All right, yeah, my laptop is really having an issue. Let's see here. Wow. All right, it's all right. Get a little serious here. Over here at the Independent, and this is not just going to stick with this. It's part of a broader problem. And dog. Grief. You would think at 2:30 in the morning, things would be a little quieted down, but nope. All right, so my laptop is Sorry, it's really pissing me off. All right, over to Independent. Remaking the map. Indiana looks to add 33 counties from Illinois that voted to leave the state. Okay, now 33 counties. That is a crap load of counties. That is a freaking hella load. I mean, let me go over and find a little source here for you guys and show you this. Doing. All right, take a look at that right there. Look at this image. I mean, whew. This is done by an Illinois college. They've been keeping track of this stuff, and you can take a look. Illinois in 1996. Look how much blue there was. Still a lot of red. Now look in 2020. And it's even worse now. What controls this state is stupid Chicago. I mean, I believe the 2024 shows this one here and this one here are also red, and maybe that one. So this state is almost as red as Iowa and many states around. The problem is, once again, friggin' Chicago. And there are actual people wanting to boot Chicago out of the state. Make them go to their own state or bust off and wanted to do their own state. Well, there's a big hoop to jump there because you have to get okay from the United States government to break off from a state or to join a state, which I'm not sure you should have to. But let me pull that down. We'll look at it again a little later. All right, so what we got here is 33. You saw those counties. And like I said, 2 or 3 of those are actually red now that were not. So that is a lot of red. And it's just that stupid city right there that keeps this state from overwhelmingly voting Trump. And even Chicago was 40+% for Trump. That is a huge, huge increase in a state that was thought of a Democrat stalwart. And I am going to mute my phone and turn it on because I was going to watch the chat through here. Oh, hey, look at that. Now it starts working. Yike. I don't know what the heck that's all about. Grief. You ever just have one of those days? I'm having one of those weeks. Oh, Republicans are considering their proposal after roughly a third of counties in the Prairie State voted to break away. I live in Illinois. I forgot it was called the Prairie State. That was kind of called the Corruption State. That is something you can look up. If you don't know, Illinois is overwhelmingly known and has been voted as the most corrupt state in the country. Overwhelmingly. So we have some of the highest, we're like number 3 losing population. We are one of the highest taxed states. We have some of the highest paid government employees. We have some of the highest levels of government. The most layers. We're way up there. We used to have little township governments and little other governments. We have so much nepotism and corruption in this state, it's insane. All right. Sorry, my chat viewer won't show because once in, YouTube and my software will not talk, but I can watch it there. So, now that I'm done screwing the pooch here, all right. Well, that's an old saying from the 80s, isn't it? Well, Indiana actually seems they're interested in this. Indiana has looked at adding 33 counties from Illinois that signaled they want to leave the state, which could lead to a whole new map of the U.S. And boy, Indiana get a lot bigger. Indiana would actually be one of our biggest states then. I mean, yeah, you have, the monsters that are Texas and Alaska, California. But I think that would make, Indiana the 4th or 5th largest state? Wow, that is huge. Indiana House Republicans have listed embracing the counties from neighboring Illinois as one of their top 2025 legislative session priorities. House Speaker Todd Houston said Thursday that Republicans are considering their proposal after roughly a third of the counties in the Prairie State voted to break away. That's a crap load. And you saw how much red is there. So there is a bunch of other counties that could go this way. If this really got seriously considered, where the United States government said they would consider, and somehow, I don't know how you're going to get Illinois to give up the stranglehold on a bunch of us as taxpayers. They've got us. They want to keep us for their exorbitant taxes. They are not going to let that go until they can suck all the blood out of us possible. Which is why we are the number 3 state in the union, I believe, losing population, and the only Midwest state losing population. Even with the vast number of fucking illegal aliens they are bringing into this damn state, even though the citizenry said they don't want it. Chicago's having marches and protests over it, people chewing out aldermen and the mayor, but they keep doing it. That is why this goddamn state is losing people. Because the people say do something and the government goes, sorry, but that's what they do. So Illinois, you know what? Vote differently, you stupid fuckers. Every one of you Democrats that voted for this shit and is bitching about it now, you did it. We told you. Hate to be the I told you so guy, but you know what? It's time we start being the I told you so people, because we did tell you. And how many years have you been telling us to shut up? We're retards, we're stupid, we're idiots. Stop it. I'm not even sure that word's okay on YouTube. YouTube, God, stop limiting so much free speech issues. Indiana House Republicans, okay, blah, blah, blah. If successful, trying to alter the map for Illinoisans, yeah, cut that down in power. I would love to see it happen. I just don't think it will. Bad thing is, I am not one of those counties that'll get to go. I am one of those blue counties. Even though my county voted heavily for Trump, it was like a 44 or 43% for Trump. That's still a lot if you consider how blue this county used to be. But I am one of those counties where, no, I'm stuck. I'm screwed. But I would still like to see it. I would. If we just think this is a great opportunity for people that are interested in Illinois that want to secede, but we say, join us, low taxes, low regulatory environment, a ton of economic development already taking place. Houston told Fox 32, we're kind of raising our hand to say, hey, don't start a 51st state. We'd love to have you in Indiana. And it would make more sense. It really would. I think it would definitely make a lot more sense to just join Indiana. Now, for some of you who don't know, Illinois is having a little bit of a bitch fest about raising taxes in certain areas because they're not getting enough taxes from the people. You know, we have some of the highest. And you know why? One, government mismanagement. They blow money out they just think it's the last day in the Titanic and they're going to slug down every bit of wine they can get their little asses on. They have never found anything they don't love spending on. Like I said, we have some of the highest paid government employees in the country and the most layers of government almost in the country. My county is much smaller than an Iowa county. I believe Scott County has a much bigger population than my county in Illinois. Yeah, Scott County has like 8 board members. My county has over 20. That is Illinois for you. So they are bitching in Illinois because with their exorbitant taxes, they're taking in less and less tax money, including for the roads. You know why? Because we have some of the highest gas taxes in the fucking country. And then you got city and counties, everybody else adds on to it. So what happens? When you live on a border area, I live in the Quad Cities. It is a huge city of about 400,000+ people that straddles the Mississippi River. It is Iowa one side, Illinois the other. And guess what people do here? It's one big city. You can't, without signs, welcome to so-and-so, you'd never know you left. So, what do people do? Your vehicle, truck, car, whatever, gets low on gas. People drive right across the fucking river. Hell, half people work across the river anyway in Iowa. So what do? You drive over there and get gas. When you need a full tank, it saves you between 40 and 60 cents a gallon. On my truck, 31-gallon tank. That's a shitload of money. You're saving $15-20 a tank for a little couple-minute drive. You're not using up crap load more gas. You're saving, my wife's vehicle, you're saving $10 to $20 a tank, pretty much. For guys with big trucks, big tanks, double tanks, whatever, they're really saving. I've always said, right now, if you live here in the Illinois side of the Quad Cities and you buy gas on the Illinois side, you have more dollars than cents. You are an idiot. Oh, but you're not supporting Illinois. Why? We don't have extra money. We're already paying exorbitant taxes and everything. Our sales tax here is just barely shy of 10% on everything. We have other prices that are so high. We also, since they have high taxes, chased out business, we have tons less economic development and even regular established businesses to go to than they do in the Iowa side. If you are familiar with the Quad Cities, you visit this side of the river, the Illinois side, for every one business going up here, there is 15 or so going up on the Iowa side. One of our cities, Bettendorf, is expanding hugely. Fancy sports complexes, strip malls, stores galore, businesses leaving the Illinois side going over there. We do not even have a Best Buy on this side of the river anymore. We don't have a Sam's Club. We have lost so much on this side. You go to the Iowa side, you got all that. You do. It is insane what they are doing to this state. And what happens? And I'm going to blame Illinoisans on it. Illinoisans are some of the dumbest voters in the country. They keep voting for the same people, the same party, over and over and over. And Democrats you can't blame Republicans. You can't blame Libertarians. You can't blame Green Party. You can't blame nobody but Democrats. Democrats have had a supermajority in Illinois for the last 50 years. I know the supermajority has been at least 30, 40, but I believe it's 50. But they have a supermajority means that even if there's a Republican governor, let's say, gets in there, he can get nothing done. Anything he wants done, the Illinois supermajority in the legislature goes, nope. He vetoes something they put through, And they have a supermajority means they can override his veto. Yeah. So nothing gets done in this state what the Democrats don't want done. And everything the Democrats want to get done gets done. There is no dissent. You cannot blame the other party. You can blame the voters. Because I am tired of hearing more and more voters. I'm on multiple Facebook groups, Illinois policy group, and a bunch of groups where people just bitch and whine. I'm going to leave this state. My wife and I want to. But at least I know I don't vote for this shit. I do not. I'm not going to vote for the same people that keep screwing us. Yet I see people on there all the time. And then it comes up the next election. Who are you voting for? Pritzker, of course. Vote blue no matter who. And I'm done being nice. I've outright said, you're a fucking idiot. You've spent the last year, a couple of years or so bitching about this, and you're going to vote the same guy back in. Who are you going to vote for your rep? Well, blue no matter who. Then shut the fuck up. I mean, I do not understand some of these people, how they think. You stop. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different outcome. So, yeah. Yay. But, yeah, they want us in Indiana. But there's just a little background. But they are bitching about how losing tax money. I'll finish this real quick. The gasoline thing is really pissing them off. See, they tried to run a tax here. They wanted to raise the gas tax. Or as another tax because the roads weren't getting enough work. They weren't bringing enough gas tax in to keep the roads repaired, which they would, once again, if they weren't spending so much goddamn money. If they weren't overpaying their employees, insane benefits packages and retirements packages for our government officials in Illinois. They waste money left and right. The corruption is insane. Nepotism is insane. But they don't have enough money, even though we have some of the highest taxes in the country. How can Iowa, across the river, do with much lower taxes and be on par or better than what's going on over here? It's because of waste. We need a Doge in Illinois. Oh my God, that would just decimate the Democrat Party in this state. All right. So what do they do when we voted down this new gas tax? Ha ha! Watch this. Illinois said, fuck you. At least my county did. My county said, fuck you. We're going to get that money from you whether you've said no or not in a ballot, which we did. We clearly said we do not want that in our county. Yeah, guess what? They said, fuck you. We're going to do it anyway. And they added it to your water bill. They put a fee on your water bill that actually says it goes for roads. That should be way fucking illegal. Your water bill should have nothing to do with your God-forsaken damn roads. Sorry to be colorful with my language, but you can only live in this state so long without getting insane gutter mouth to dealing with this. So they added a roads thing to your water bill. And it's a fee. It's not a tax. So, ha ha. You voted the tax down, but we just added a fee. It's a big fuck you to the voters. Here is a better way. So we're still paying that. And they're saying, well, sometime in the next 25 years, we'll have the roads better. They're going to start repairing in 5 to 10 years? Well, that's horseshit. You want more gas tax? Lower the gas taxes. The gas on this side of the river should be the same as on that side of the river. Or if it was within 5 cents, me and people like me probably wouldn't take the time to drive over there. It may not be worth it mileage-wise for some vehicles. But oh no. What's their solution? Our gas taxes are exorbitant and chasing people away, so what are we going to do? We're going to raise them more. And then when that goes wrong, we're going to grab a fee. We're going to add a fee in because you said no to more gas tax. You lower it, people will stay here. People will buy your gas. Thing is, they're losing even more in Illinois. I know I'm going long here on this, but they're losing even more because when my wife, our friends, our other family, everybody that lives around me goes to Iowa to get gas, whether they get it because they're working over there or just drive over, they also stop and buy stuff. They will go out to eat because for every one restaurant over here, there's at least 6 or 7 over there. They got the big ones. We don't have a Texas Roadhouse over here. They do. They have the nicer movie theater. The one down here is pretty nice. Thankfully, a private company took it. We have a Walmart, too. We got, Silvis and Moline. They've got like 4 or 5 over there. And honestly, our Moline Walmart, it's not the best. You go at the wrong time of day. It's the United Nations of Walmart, but not the good one, the ghetto United Nations of Walmart. It's, the people at Walmart websites, 80% of that site probably comes from that Walmart. Yeah. So, get off there. Pop-ups, love them. I never asked you to run that. All right. So, when you go over to get gas, you'll stop and go out to eat. You'll buy groceries. You'll buy other stuff while you're over there. You'll shop. So Illinois is losing insane amounts of money. And even with their exorbitant taxes, keep getting less and less revenue from those taxes. And the more they raise them, somehow Democrats cannot do. This is why Democrats want to teach your kids 2 + 2 = 5. Because it's not ideological. They're just that bad at math. They think, we'll just raise it higher, add more fees, more taxes. Go ahead. More and more people are going to drive over there for more. Or while they're over there, buy more over there. And less over here. And more people are going to flee this state. We are losing crap loads. And the thing is, this buying out of state doesn't just happen here. With Iowa here. Where people live near Indiana, they go there. When they live down south, whatever state they live along the border of, they run and flee if they're that close to either move or buy stuff across the state lines. And Illinois, once again, how do they fix it? Tax more. Taxing more made it worse, so we'll tax more. Fucking stupid. Just stupid. All right, so we'll scan down here. In November, so that was just a long and short of it, sorry. But that's what you're going to get if you stop by here. I'm not just going to read ads like everybody else. Not everybody. There's a lot, though, that just read the ads, and they'll give you a little, here's my thoughts on it. You will get the full kit and caboodle out of me. The full Monty out of my brain. All right, in November, the rural counties of Iroquois, yes, the Indians, American Indians, sorry. I grew up playing Cowboys and Indians, deal with it. Calhoun, Clinton, Greene, Jersey, Madison, and Perry voted yes to whether they should explore the possibility of separating from Crook County, not Cook, it's Crook County, to form a new state and seek admission to the Union as such. Wow. Chicago. Since then, according to Houston, the counties that share the sentiment has risen to 33. A third of the state. And the rest of it, you saw how much of it's red. How many more of those you think if they see a chance that this will actually go, that they would just do it too? That they would just say, screw it, I'm out too. Yeah, probably a lot. The counties, which are largely in central and southern Illinois, you saw a lot of that. Could be a lot more counties if this goes anywhere. Have expressed frustration by the dominance of Chicago in Crook County. That's seriously what they call it here. Crook County, and a lot of people in Chicago and around it call it Chirac. They say it's safer to drive down the streets in Baghdad at night than it is in Chicago. So, yeah. Crook County, a Democrat stronghold. The population of Illinois is almost 13 million, and half of them live in Chicago and its metro, and are a bunch of dummies. Yeah, come at me, Chicago. You're a bunch of dummies. The amount of money you do pay there, how much your government listens to you, how much they're stealing from you, bringing illegals in, displacing you, and how much you are saying something and they don't listen. We told you. They don't give a shit. Rural communities outside of Cook County are largely Republican. Actually, I'm not sure they're Republican. Like me, they're probably centrist with maybe a little conservative leaning, but they weren't Republican until Democrats pushed them there. Democrats are really doing good about that in a lot of states. So, yeah. Our governor claims we're in Illinois. Lorette Newland, director and coordinator of Campaign Group Illinois. Campaign Group, comma, they got their stuff, punctuations wrong. Illinois separation referendum, told Indiana 13's News. But those of us who live outside of Crook County know we aren't and haven't been. We don't see a way to fix it. No, not in this state. As long as Chicago's full of dummies breathing in too much exhaust fumes or sticking their own nose up their own ass going, but I have a degree. I have degrees and you dummies downstate do not. I have a sniffing farts degree. Yes, I can tell you what every dog has eaten in the last month by sniffing their farts. What do you mean you don't think that's a good degree? You know, people like that. People who will vote for the same stupidity over and over again. So yeah, campaigners face an uphill climb. Yeah, here's the problems. Both legislatures. Indiana would say, fuck yeah, welcome. Problem is Chicago will not. Greedy cocksuckers will not. I'm not sure if I can say that one on YouTube. We'll find out. Greedy wiener suckers don't want to let one drop of blood escape my wallet and everybody else's wallet in this state that they can't try to steal. So, yeah, good luck. And then the U.S. federal government has to, which brings up one of my problems. I'm not sure I believe that the people of a county have to be captive to that state. I do not understand that. I do not like it. I think the people of a county should be able to leave. I think of a county which is made up of a state, makes up a state. If people overwhelmingly in a county vote to leave, I think that county should be able to just leave. I think they can form their own state, and or if another state wants to accept them, all for it. Just a second. My heater's way too high. Whew. Yowzer. Sorry about that. I didn't realize until I started getting going again. I don't think I should be beholden to be stuck in that. That somehow, due to this state's corruption and stupidity, that everybody in my county should be forced to have to sell their houses, to buy something somewhere else, to uproot your whole life. I think that county, if it votes to leave, should be able to say, see ya. I think, and then Indiana goes, howdy, welcome, friends. I don't see why not. I do not like that somehow we are so, I don't know, I find it almost unconstitutional. You don't have the right to vote and leave. Just do it. In fact, I'm waiting for some county somewhere to say F you and just do it. And see if a state will take them and just do it. Or let's say a group of counties. Let's say those 33 counties in Illinois joined their own, said, F it, we're our own state. We are now the state of Southern Illinois. And I would love to see what would be done about it. If they said, nope, we're not Illinois. We are Southern Illinois. Welcome to SI. And their own police, everything. If they started setting that up, I wonder what would be done to stop it. I mean, would the federal government really move against a state to, we're not going to recognize you. We're not going to recognize half or a third of a state. And I'm betting, once again, I live in this state. I talk to a lot of people. I'm betting if 33 counties leave, which is just over a third, I'm betting more would join. I'm betting you would have easily 50 to 60% of this state leave. Are they really going to stop something that big? I don't think so. What are they going to do? We do not recognize Southern Illinois as a state. Screw you. It'd be cheaper to live in this country as a territory that don't even get to vote than it would be staying as part of Illinois. That's how bad it is. So, yeah. It's a stupid thing. I do not think that both legislatures and the federal government should have to okay it. I don't like it. I just don't. Oh, man. Let's see. So, yeah, both state legislatures need to pass bills approving the change. And while Republicans hold a supermajority in Indiana, and let me help you here, I'm sure some Democrat, if they ever took the time to watch my craziness, would be going, oh, but you're okay with their supermajority? No. I do not like a supermajority of any party. I don't. I like some argument. I like some give and take. Hey, I don't get everything I want. You get everything we want. We're going to make something that works. There we go. Everybody gets a little something good, and I think it works good that way. But if I have to choose right now, at this very point in time, do I want a Democrat supermajority of a state or a Republican? I'll take Republican any time at this point. Because right now, Republicans may be wieners, wimpy wieners, who don't want to stand up for anything, their so-called vaunted beliefs. They won't stand up, they're wimps. Democrats will stand up even for stupid shit, which is nuts. But right now, Republicans are more sane. Republicans rarely are wanting to do crazy shit. Democrats are, once again, they will back each other to the death half the time. But even if it's crazy shit, not good shit, crazy shit, they will back the worst of their party to the death half the time. It's nuts. I mean, I'm kind of respective, but whoa, it's nuts. I mean, wow. Campaigners say up a cloud, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Yeah, Democrats have the same in Illinois. Actually, I think the Democrat supermajority in Illinois is even worse. In addition, the U.S. Congress would need a final sign-off. And I think Congress is lazy. Unless Trump got behind it and pushed it, I think Congress is, I don't want to do that. Democrats automatically say no because they're losing power. Right now, see, Democrats have power over a lot of centrist, libertarian, and conservative voters. They do. They have power over them. They don't want to lose that. Plus taking money out of the pockets? No. Republicans are just kind of lazy and probably won't do it. I think unless Trump got behind it or somebody in his cabinet or something got behind it, it wouldn't happen. Separation referendum is campaigning to take things one step further and create an entirely new state. Oh my God, that would be crazy. Crook County, and especially Chicago, has a distinctly different set of needs, different ethics, lack of, and a radically different culture. You know, Springfield, Illinois, the seat of our state. Add your own Simpsons joke. Springfield is kind of a cesspool too. It really is. So, radically different culture. From downstate Illinois, the needs of downstate often go unattended. Yes, a post on the campaign's Facebook reads, another little interjection of mine. Yes, I know you're getting them all. A lot of people don't realize Illinois likes to rob from, Chicago likes to rob from the rest of the state, and Springfield goes right along with it. So Springfield, fuck you. And this happened recently. Chicago is so bad at managing everything, they pay insane money for a horribly failing school system. They have one of the shortest school years in the country, one of the shortest school days, yet they pay exorbitant wages for a failing school. So what happens? They run out of money. They start having money problems. So the money that the state legislature has is supposed to be divvied up around the states. And yes, they give Chicago, around the state, they give Chicago more. Huge school system. I get it. But the little money that's left allocated to the rest of the state, they've stolen money from those schools at times. They go, nope, we're stealing from this, from all the rest of them and giving it to Chicago to bail them out time after time. So while schools downstate are getting shorted to save Chicago's fucking ass, yeah, that's beautiful. That just makes everybody happy. Oy, Chihuahua. Just stupid. We believe that the difference in culture and needs of Chicago and downstate can best be addressed by having two different states with their own governing bodies. I agree. Either it breaks off to be a different state. God help me, I wish. I hope my state ends up going with. This is... Strangely, my county is not near Cook County. It's right along Iowa. And everything around us is red. Somehow, We have a weird pipeline between Chicago and this county, Rock Island County. We have a weird pipeline where we somehow have got tons of Chicago people here. Ex-Chicago people move here. A lot of people drive or take the train to here from Chicago. It's weird. I don't know how many Illinois lefties we have in this county. It's goofy as hell. If you look at everything around us, boof. Boof. Here, let me help you here. It is... All right. Now you see up here where I'm pointing, this right here, that little blue strip right there is Rock Island County. And look around it. And if you go on the other side of the river, over here in Iowa, it's all red on there too. So we got one little island. But like I said, this county and this county down here, I believe, are red now, and maybe that one. So there's not a lot of blue left, but my county is one of those weird stalwarts right in the middle of it. And weirdly, we happen to be one of the worst run counties. We will have a vote on referendum on stuff, and when the people vote, Rock Island County Board will go, nope, we're going to do what we wanted anyway. Screw your vote. Or wait a minute, how dare you vote down our tax? We're going to add a fee. Well, guess what? Rock Island County, screw you. We'll just keep buying stuff other places more and more. More and more people are going to leave. My wife and I actually hope that Trump does improve the economy and change some stuff, interest rates and inflation and everything else, because we are thinking of leaving. As much as we own everything we have, we don't have anything great. I don't have a big house or anything, but we own everything. And, I'm a little gray here. I don't want to buy a new house now. Payments and moving. And we actually kind of like our neighborhood. We're close to what we need. Let's put it that way. We do drive to Iowa a lot for stuff. We were over there tonight for dinner. Amazing place. It's an Asian place where you actually cook your own food at the table. You go gather stuff. It's really cool. Let's have a hot plate thing. I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to get in trouble for that. But it was epic over in Bettendorf. Oh, loved it. But yeah, where do we go to eat? Over there. If we go for a lot of shopping, where do we go? Over there. Where do we go get gas? Over there. So maybe we should move over there. But yeah, that's just nuts if you look at that. All right. Back to, yeah. All right. Oopsie, I didn't pull that up. I thought I did. There we go. Sorry. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Illinois would let go. But now here's another thing I was going to talk about. This isn't just happening in Illinois. Democrats are losing. Democrat states are losing population hugely. People are fleeing them. Democrats, you need to sooner or later start asking yourself why. And for a lot of you, I know a lot of Democrats who, we don't need you, we don't want you. Really? But then you keep bitching how your taxes go up or how you have less businesses, less services. Not just citizens are leaving, big companies are leaving. Illinois is just like California. We are losing. Big businesses are leaving and moving to other states. Hell, in the Quad Cities here, like I said, I mentioned the Quad Cities. Feel free to look it up. It is a city area of about 430,000 people. There are tons of businesses that used to be on this side of the river that closed up and moved to the other side. Yeah. So, you are losing. And then there are big national chains that have closed up on this side and are only on the Iowa side. You cannot keep going like that, Democrats. And New York is losing population. California is losing population. You got certain parts of I think Oregon was actually kind of losing population. I mean, this is stupid. How long can you afford to just bleed citizens? Sooner or later, you can only, charge people so much in your state. Or you will be like, I want to go out to have Asian fusion for dinner, and you won't find a restaurant open. Or your car, you'll need gas. Hell, your electricity will be too high to charge your electric car. Which, by the way, electric cars have some problems in cold weather. Go look that up. That range, let's say you have an electric car that gets 200-mile range during really cold winter like we are about to have this next week. That range is cut from 200 miles to about 100 or less. Yeah, and keep in mind, when you're sitting there at a stop and cold weather, you got your defroster on slash heat running. That means your air conditioning's running. A lot of people don't realize your defroster uses your air conditioning to dry the air, get that mist out from your breathing. You've got probably headlights, maybe wipers. Oh yeah, you got the radio on, and depending on how many people are in your car, you can cut off 200 mile range down to about 50 or 60. Enjoy that. Yeah. And those chargers have issues working in really cold weather. Good times. Good times. But this is happening. This is not the only area in Illinois that wants where people want to secede. You've got California. You got huge parts of California that have actually been trying to do this for a while. In fact, I bet that's where the Illinois people got the idea. They want to actually break off multiple huge areas of California, want to break off and make their own state. A Northern California. No joke. They are tired of dealing with SoCal. So you got a monster amount of NorCal that wants to be their own state. And that's been going on, but no, California ain't going to let go. Once again, Democrats never found a wallet they don't like to reach into. Then you got, the Greater Idaho thing? You got tons of people in Oregon that are pissed off and tired of Portland and the insanity and stupidity there. And they have nothing in common with Portland, and they want to leave. And Indiana are up. Damn, welcome to geography. I went to public school, can you tell? That's a good conversation for another day. But Idaho has already said, hell yeah, we'll take them. So you could have a much bigger Idaho. And this is where, once again, we have this in multiple states where people want to leave, counties want to leave en masse, and we're told we can't. I don't think that's right. When you have a third or half of a state that says, we're done, we have nothing in common with these people at all, I don't think one group gets to hold the other hostage. And that's what's going on. I don't think the federal government should have a say in it. I know some of you are going to get pissy at that. No, that's in the Constitution or something I have to do. I'll do that. Or federal law. I don't care. I think that's an overreach. And if our forefathers wrote that in there, they made a mistake. I think counties should be able to leave if they vote it. I think Democrats could be screwed. I'd like to hear Democrat, if anybody watches this far, which I'm betting it'll be 1 out of every 50 million. If any 50 million ever see this, which I'm doubting it'll ever happen. I want you Democrats to tell me, yes, I'm being snuck up on. I hear a cat. Yeah, he's down here trying to get my attention. Hi, Jax. I would love for you Democrats to tell me, why do you think everybody's trying to flee your states? Come on. Almost every state losing population is a Democrat state. Go look that crap up. You've got to sooner or later get a little bit of realism and start thinking, hey, why is everybody trying to leave us? What are we doing? You know, it's the old meme you see all over on YouTube, where it's the ex-1940s German soldiers standing there going, are we the baddies? Yes, you are. Because it's not just Republicans leaving you. It's centrists, not people who don't feel like part of any other party, which is me. Just because I like Trump or something does not mean I'm a party. I don't like Republicans either. I prefer the phrase uniparty. But you Democrats, sooner they get us do some self-examination and going, why is it people trying to leave most of our states? We got to start wondering. And you can only make fun of, they're the uneducated stupids. Hey, tell you Democrats this. You may go, we have art on our side, and we have billionaires. There's a lot of right-leaning billionaires too, bud. A lot of right-leaning millionaires. And I'm going to tell you this. Feel free to argue with me, but go look this crap up. On small businesses and medium businesses, it's mostly centrist or right-leaning people that run those. The people you call dummies. People I know that own plumbing businesses, who do roofing, framing. I have a family member who does a lot of construction work. I myself owned an auto repair shop. I know other people own auto repair shops. The people you would call dummies. Yeah? Well, guess what? Running a business is a lot harder than a lot of you dumb lefties think it is. I got a degree in 13th century German, and I got a degree in 3rd century Australian pottery or gender studies. Ain't gonna do you any good. But you want to call us dummies? Do you know how much technology and auto tech has to deal with? And then if a guy's also running a business, my gosh, the stuff they have to deal with anymore. I'm not caught up on all that anymore. And I have multiple scanners. I have a toolbox that outweighs my truck. I've done tons of training on hybrids. I've done a lot of stuff. I still read tech journals and stuff. Don't even tell me. Plumbers have insane amounts of technology they're dealing with anymore. So don't call everybody like that chuds, because you lose those people. You have a hard time keeping your stuff going. You cannot afford to lose plumbers and mechanics and taxi drivers and whatever else. What you call the dummies. A lot of people own their own little business. That's a thing. It's independence too. But sooner or later, I just think that Democrats, you got to start looking. What is it you are doing wrong? What is it? What do you think, buddy? You know what they're doing wrong? Okay. He doesn't know either. Thought I'd ask. He's a pretty smart man. Oh, wow, my laptop locked up. Okay. So if there's anybody in the chat, I'm sorry, which I doubt. So I'm not pulling my phone up because I know it will do it. There we go. Yay. Hey, look at that. Wow, that's beautiful. Stupid. God dang, that is just bothersome. All right, so I am there. Now, if anybody did show. Yeah. Oops, somebody did? No? What? No, that's it. All right. But I'm going to wrap up here in a second anyway. I was up late. This is me. I like doing red eye, little talks and stuff. My wife says I don't sleep near enough, and she's damn right. I never slept a lot. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think, okay, and once again, I'm going to stick with what I said. Democrats, do you understand what your problems are? High taxes, insane laws that make the business climate horribly unfriendly. Everything costs so much more. Your roads are shit. You're charging so much money. You'd rather pay government employees exorbitant wages instead of fixing the roads. Your way of fixing everything is throw more money at it. Like I said, my county, what do? What's this whole state do? Every time you chase people away or you're not taking enough revenue because you're chasing people away, they go, oh, more money. Well, tax more. Fee more. Then more people leave. Well, tax more, fee more. You're going to run into a wall. And I'm telling you this right now, illegal aliens ain't going to pay it for you. No, they are not. So I just don't know if Democrats have enough self-awareness. And if you get on not Twitter as much, but Facebook and Reddit and see the insanity. Once again, I'm not an echo chamber person. I go and read and look at what they're saying on every side. It's the way I grew up. I mean, I grew up way left. My family, half my family is so far left. I mean, they make California look like Republicans. And I'm talking SoCal. So, yeah. Oof. Then the other half of my family is so Republican they think Ronald Reagan walks on water. Yeesh, I am so stuck here. But yeah, I don't think Democrats are have enough self-awareness to fix it. They're going to make jokes. You go look on Reddit, especially Reddit, though. The insanity there. Not only will they not look at why they lost the election, they're going to double, triple, quadruple down and dig in even deeper to the stupid shit that cost them. And that's what it is. They cannot look at themselves and go, well, we just got to change a little. Or, wow, have we really lost the people? Are we now the bad guys? Yes. And I'm going to ask anybody else out there, have you left Illinois? or California or New York, you know, or Oregon? Have you moved to get away from a Democrat state? Are you happier where you're at? You know, which state did you live? Tell me where you live, but just tell me no. Which state did you leave and which state did you move to? You know, if you are in a Democrat state going, this sucks, we got to go. You get online and look at how many people say the best thing they ever did was leaving Illinois, leaving California, leaving New York. It's the fact that it's not chilling to the souls of every single government official in these states that they can't look at that and go, shit, we got to change. They don't. They double, triple, quadruple down. You know? In states like Illinois, and don't give me California is the 10th biggest economy. No, California is beyond broke. Broke is when you have zero, when you have a monster debt, which a lot of the, also the other problem, Democrat states, huge debt. New York has a huge debt. Chicago has Illinois has a monster debt for the size of it. California is fucking in debt. I mean, huge debt. I'm sorry to tell you this, California. If you seceded from the Union, you're screwed. You do not have the money to support yourselves. You are so broke. Besides, you can't get nothing done. Hey, where do you think all your cleanup for your forest fires coming from right now? Ain't you. It's federal government, so everybody else is paying for it. So, yeah. The amount of federal funds you would drown your illegal aliens, federal government's paying for that, which I would love them to cut you off. I hope Pam Bondi does that, cuts you off, including my state. But yeah, that is my rant for the night. And yes, I did change my thumbnail for the one person over the next 40 years that'll even notice. Yeah, I've called it LYON'Cast. I didn't want to be derivative of other channels. I mean, Tim Pool's not the first one to have cast. There was a lot of others out there that had cast before Tim Pool. But a lot of people now think if you put cast on, there's Cobra Cast and there's others. But it does seem to work. And I think it is a term more people recognize for a live stream chat or a live stream rant or a live stream insane person talking on the internet to himself. All right, guys. If you watch this later, comment below on those questions I asked or the ones in my description for this stream. Leave thumbs up, subscribe if you like. If you didn't like what I say, I appreciate you even watching a second or two, because it means you at least came in and you're looking around for maybe different opinions. And I think we all need to have some different opinions, be exposed to it. Be exposed to opinions other than what is dead set in our heads, which is why I watch CNN and Bill Maher and read stuff from MSNBC and oh boy. That's why I go to Reddit and bang my head against a wall afterwards. That's a special kind of hell there. I will tell you this right now. Anybody here that is really curious, especially if you're center or right, you need to go to the Reddit political pages. You may want to have your favorite blankie or something, I don't know, or an alcoholic drink, because wow. That is something. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. My voice is probably shot. My cat he gave up even looking at me. So me and Jax are going to find somebody gaming, maybe watch a little Fortnite or something and head to bed. But everybody, stay safe, stay warm, and don't be afraid to look at other opinions. Not saying you have to change yours, but how can you even discuss or debate with somebody if you don't know their opinion? All right, have a good one. Talk to you later. And I don't know. I got nothing else. I'm just tired and I'll meander. Thank you very much and see you later. Bye-bye.